It's preparing. We may be live now, and if we are, happy Saturday to each and every one of you. Looks like it's there. Happy Saturday. Yay! Happy Saturday. Okay, now. So I do want to say happy Saturday to everyone. This is our Saturday Tribe class, and we meet at 8 o'clock Eastern. And I'm so excited to be here. We have a brand new member, and I decided to go live today for various reasons. Can you see me? Can you hear me, Joyce?
Yes.
Yes.
Tina, I can hear you. Yeah.
So this is a special trip and a special time of year for me. I'm not sure if you're aware, Joyce, of my Traumedy. Traumedy is a word that I actually trademarked a year ago. And a traumedy is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide.
All right.
Everyone goes through this. And I feel a lot of people tend to run away from their traumas and their tragedies because it's hard, right? And, this actually, February 26th marked 9 years that my son was murdered. So this time of year is always, and I can say always, very, very, very hard and challenging for me.
Yeah.
Yesterday, say it again.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. And over the past 9 years, I've been doing a lot of work, and people always say, well, what does that mean? Do the work, right? And that's journaling, being still with yourself, writing out your thoughts, maybe meditating, maybe being alone, right? Those are really scary, hard things to do when you're sad, right? And normally this time of year, I get this, it's either the day of or the day after the effect. I get this pain in my chest and in my stomach, and it's just like, it feels like death. I mean, I've never been dead before, but it's a horrible feeling. And this is the first year I did not feel that at all. Usually I'm like so high and excited, like, yeah. And then the next day, boom, it's low. And I realized this last night. I was like, wow, you're doing pretty good, Tina. So on Saturdays, we come through, we do a reflection for the week, we do a fitness test. And last month we worked on balancing. And this month we're going to do it again. So each week we have one pose that we do. And this week it's going to be tree pose. As you can see, I'm here.
Yeah, beautiful.
In Tulum, Mexico, which is beautiful. And we're going to start briefly with a perfect day in your life. So I'll go first, and then you can go, Mommy, and then you can go, Joyce. And if you're watching us on YouTube, do me a favor. Type in the chat right now. If you're watching us on replays, put replay. If you're watching us live, type in the chat a perfect day in your life. And it could be a sentence. It could be a paragraph. It could be a book. I don't care, but I'll start. And a perfect day in my life. It starts in the morning, and I naturally wake up. There's no alarm clocks. There's no one screaming, wake up, wake up. But the birds outside wake me up, like the birds right here. And I remember when I lived in North Carolina, the birds were screaming. I was like, stop screaming. But I'm awakened by birds, and I'm laying in bed, and I forgot to close the window. I didn't forget. I left the window open at night, and my house is by the ocean. So I can hear the clouds. I can hear the ocean. I can smell the salt water. And then I get breakfast in bed. And on this particular day, I'm super excited because I finally got my Learjet. So I'm planning out my day. I'm going to go for a walk by the beach, and then I'm going to go fly around and scoop up all my family and friends so we can go on a destination trip for the weekend. That is a perfect day in my life. So, Mommy, if you want to share your perfect day on mic, otherwise you have 5. Oh, she's ready. Go for it, Mommy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My perfect day. My perfect day would have to start with me getting a perfect night's sleep, which I didn't last night, so I could dream about it. My perfect day would be Like I said, I had a beautiful night's sleep. I wake up, I do my morning stretches, listen to my calm music, just meditate, get my thoughts together. Then I'll look at my schedule, see how my day is going, and get up. And of course, my perfect day revolves around my little angel. I would take her to school. Then I would go to the gym, work out, leave from the gym, go to a senior event, maybe teach class, leave from there, maybe go with a couple of the ladies out and have something to eat, pick up your sister, pick up Elisa, pick up Corey, come back home, let them all go on their way, and I come back into my room and block the world out. Get on my phone, or better still, my new computer course that I'm taking. I could practice that. And then before you know it, I might even be writing a book. I'm finished.
Great job, Mommy. Thank you so much for sharing. All right, Joyce, share with us a perfect day in your life.
Yeah. My perfect day is when I wake up in the morning
Mommy, you want to share your perfect
and
day?
I can see the sunshine through the window. And my perfect day, apart from seeing the sun, is when it's nice and sunny and beautiful. Like the background you have, that would be my perfect day. It's nice and sunny. I don't have to wear a sweater. That's a perfect day for me. I have my cup of coffee, and then I'll say my prayers. And then after saying the prayers, I write 3 things I'm grateful for. And surrounded by nice people, I'm building a nice tribe and hanging out with beautiful people and growing my tribe and feeling comfortable. And then going to the Lake Ontario for a walk, yeah, which I normally do. And then after the walk, I come in, start doing my work. After my work, then I also know that I have a plan to go hang out with friends and family for lunch or dinner. That's a perfect day.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing and welcome to our tribe. We're so grateful and excited to be here with you today.
Thank
I
you.
see I see Renee has hopped on. Renee, do you want to share or are you not able to speak? If so, on mic. Otherwise, we're going to move on. All right, we're going to move on. She's just here in spirit. So, Joyce, if you're able to stand up, I don't know if you're able to get your whole body on, but just stand up. If we can see your whole body, great. If we can't, that's great. So, for this week, we're going to be working on our mountain, on our tree pose. So, let me know if you can see. I want to make sure you can see my whole body.
Okay. Yes, I can see you.
You can see my whole body? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand like this.
Mhm.
And can you hear me? Can you hear me, Joyce?
Yes, I can hear you.
So you want your feet shoulder width distance apart. Just kind of stamp your feet like this.
Okay.
And that would make sure that your feet are shoulder width. Then I want you to spark your hands out to the side like this.
Okay.
And I want you to make sure your feet are true north. So look at your feet. Make sure your feet are straight to the front.
Okay.
And I want you to put a slight bend to your knees. So if you see from the side a slight bend, you don't want them locked and you don't want them totally bent, just like a nice bend. And then I want you to pull your belly in. I don't want you here like this. We want to pull this in right here. So you're pulling in here, bring your shoulders up, back, down, and around. And you want to spark your fingers out to the side. And your chin, you want to make sure your chin is nice and neutral. You don't want it like this. You don't want it too high up. You want to pretend there's an egg under your chin. And then you want to pretend there's a pole going through your entire body, just really bringing you up. So drop your shoulders down and inhale, bring your hands over your head. Exhale, bring it down. One more time. Inhale, hands over your head. Exhale, let it go. So again, I want you to spark your fingers out to the side, and this is what we call mountain pose. And what I want you to do next is just put your feet together, so your toes are touching. And then I want you to bring your hands over your head and clasp your fingers together. And you want to clasp them together so they look like this. You see from the side, my hands are here. And you want to make sure your arms are by your ears. So bring your arms right by your ears and wiggle your rib cage up to the heavens. Wiggle up, up, up as you inhale. And exhale, just lean over to the right and just hold it here. And make sure your arms are tight. Look up and stay here. Inhale. Exhale, bend a little more. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, bend a little more. Stay right here. And then come back to the top. Beautiful. Wiggle your rib cage up. Inhale. Exhale, reach over to the left. More, more, more. Hold it right here. We're just going to hold it. Inhale. Exhale, bend a little more. Come back to the top. Beautiful. Now I want you to cactus, open your arms and look back, look up, squeeze it. Beautiful. Bring your arms up. Exhale, bring them down. And then I want you to clasp your hands behind you and then bring your arms back. Beautiful, beautiful. Now separate your legs. Put your hands on your thighs, bend forward, and I want you to look up. And we're going to do a couple of cat-cows as we're standing up. You can do these on the floor in a tabletop position. Otherwise, we're here just rounding our back and arching our back. Now I want you to look to the right behind you and then to the left behind you. And then I want you to make circles with your hips in one direction and then circles in your hips the other direction. Beautiful. Come back to the front and shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Beautiful. Now, this week we're doing a tree pose. And last month we did this series, Joyce. Each week we did a different pose and we added them all together. We're going to do them all together first as a recap. Do the best you can. I will do the modified so you can kind of see how that goes. So we started in our mountain pose here. Inhale, hands over your head. And then bring your hands to heart center. So make your hands like a prayer. So your thumbs are touching your chest. Beautiful. And take your right foot and put it on the side. So you can put your toes on the floor. And then if that's too easy, you can lift your foot up so it's on your shin. And we're just holding it right here. This was our first pose. And bring your arms up. Beautiful. Now bring your knee up to the front and pulse it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open it out to the side. Maybe you hold on to that knee. Beautiful, beautiful. This was what we did the first week. And week 2, we came forward for warrior 3, where our arms came out and our leg was back. And then week 3, we turned for a half moon. And then week 4, you see, I keep falling out of it. Week 4, we went for dancers. Let's do the other side. Again, it's a work in progress, right? Work in progress. All right, here we go. Mountain pose again. Hands to the side. Bring your shoulders back. Bring your arms down some more, Joyce. Beautiful. Inhale, hands over your head. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Put all the weight in that right foot and lift your foot up again. You can keep your toes on the floor or put them on your shin. Press that knee out. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, bring your arms up. Bring your leg up. Hold it here. Drop your shoulders. Pulse it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Bring it out to the side. Maybe you bring that knee up a little more. Beautiful. Take that foot to the back as your arms come to the front. Beautiful. Make sure that standing leg has a slight bend to it and then turn to the side for that half moon. And then from the half moon, we go into dancers. That's week 4. So Joyce, that's what we'll be getting better at as the month goes on. But today, it's all about that one pose, which is the tree.
Okay.
So again, put your feet, make sure your feet are true north. Now, when it comes to the tree pose, there's 3 ways of how you can do this. Keeping your toes on the floor. You see how my toes are there? Or putting your toes in between your ankle and your shin. In between, you never want to put anything on your knee because we want to protect the knee. So it can be in this general area or this general area. Those are the 2 places. We're going to do this twice. So you decide where you want it to go first. So give me that mountain pose right here. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. I want us to do our bending series again one more time because it felt so good. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, bring your hands over your head. Clasp your hands together. Bring your fingers together. Thumbs up. Wiggle your rib cage up towards the heaven. Inhale. Exhale, reach over to the right. More. And hold it here. Hold it. Inhale. Bend a little more. Put the weight in that opposite leg and come up. Change. Beautiful. Inhale, wiggle up. Exhale, reach over to the left, the opposite side, and just hold it right here. Hold it. Inhale. Exhale, come down a little more. Sit here. Beautiful. Come back to the center. Wiggle it up. Cactus, open those arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, bring your hands up. Exhale, take them behind you. Clasp your hands behind you. Look up. Beautiful. Open up your legs. Hands on your thighs. Come forward and look up towards the heavens. Morning, Carla. You can keep your camera off if you want. And round your back. And arch your back. These are cat-cows right here. These are really, really good for our back, our lower back, core. Beautiful. Now look to the right behind you. Oh, it's Carlisa. Hey, Carlisa. And then look to the right. Now make circles. Our body's loving this. This is a great way to wake up. And then the opposite direction. All right, crew, time to get started. So Carlisa, you came a little late, but that's okay. We're working on our balancing series this month. And today it's all about the tree. We're going to do it twice. And as I mentioned, you're going to put it either on the floor in here or here. So start with the mountain pose here. Inhale, bring your hands over your head. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And then that right foot, put all the weight on that left foot. And you can either put your foot on your shin or the floor and hold it here. Think like there's a pole going straight up your head. Reach your arms up. Hold it, drop your shoulders, drop your shoulders. Beautiful. Now bring your arms behind you and clasp your hands. Nice, tall trees, like the trees that are surrounding me. Bring your arms over your head. We are rooted. We are grounded in our values and our morals. But life happens, right? Winds blow. And it gets us out of our foundation sometimes. But we have strong balance, strong bottoms. Come on, let me see that tree move. Beautiful. Nice, Joyce. Let it go, let it go. Shake it out. Switching sides. Mountain pose. Again, look at your feet. Make sure you spread your toes out, like open up your toes. Make sure all 4 corners of your feet are either on your mat, on your floor, in the sand, whatever. And we're here. Inhale, hands over your head. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Put all the weight in that right side and lift your foot up. And we are here. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Press your knee out to the side. Pull your belly in. Beautiful. Lift your arms straight up. Sometimes I wonder, like, why is it so hard? We're just balancing on one foot. Like, really? Bring your arms out. Spark those fingers up to the heavens, Joyce. Beautiful. Now, take your hands behind you. And this time, maybe you grab your elbows this time instead of your wrists. If you can grab your elbows, great. If not, Beautiful. Inhale, bring your hands over your head. Now let's sway that tree. Ooh. Ooh. Let it go.
My foot keeps dropping.
Tell, tell me what you think of that, Joyce. How's it feeling?
Very good, relaxing. It's
Yeah.
relaxing.
Yes. You will notice that one side is easier than the other, and it's strange because I got surgery on my right knee. I guess that's probably why my right leg is stronger, but in certain instances, it's easier to do things. So now, this time we're going to make it more challenging. And you can do that by lifting your leg up higher or just balancing a little bit more. Do what's best for your body. Here we go. Mountain pose. Looks like my camera's crooked. I hope you can see me and hear me. All right, here we go. Mountain pose. Inhale, hands over your head. Exhale, hands heart center. Put all the weight on that left side. I mean, like a bunch of rocks, it feels like. Put all the weight on that left side and then lift that right foot up. If you're going for that high tree leg or here. And if you're bringing it up higher, press your foot into your thigh. That's going to help you keep the balance. I think I scooped some rocks up on my way to get this leg here. Nice and tall. Bring your arms up. Drop your shoulders. Press your knee out to the side. Bring your hands behind you. Again, you can grab your hands. You can grab your elbows, whichever you prefer. Bring your hands over your head. Sway our tree. Beautiful. Now stay here. Now come on the ball of that standing leg. Ball of that standing leg. That kind of hurt. Okay, let's switch sides. Switching sides. Here we go. As we get older, we really, really want to focus on our balance so that we're not falling.
Yeah.
Mommy, you can add this to your class with your seniors. Okay. Mountain pose. Remember, look at your feet. Your north. All four corners of your feet on the floor. And it's weird because you think your feet are straight, but they're really not. And I realized my left foot is now bigger than my right foot. I got this bunion thing happening over here. Have your feet changed since you got older? Anyone, or is it just me?
It's happening to all of us.
It's very important. I was telling my mother the other day, maybe we'll do that at the end of this class. We're going to do a little foot series if we have time. What time is it? Because a lot of us, 8:30 already, where'd the time go? We neglect our feet and they need so much love. But we'll do that at the end. Last time, let's go. Mountain pose. Look at your feet straight ahead. All right, here we go. Inhale, hands over your head. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Tree on the left. So again, your toes can be on the floor. It can be on your shin, or some people can do this without grabbing their foot. I'm not there yet. This is the knee that I had surgery on. So some things are a little more challenging. If you can get it up, great. Pull your belly in, squeeze your shoulders down. And when you focus your eyes, we call this your drishti, on one point of the room, it helps you keep your balance a little bit more. Bring your arms over your head. Beautiful. And maybe you spark your fingers, maybe your thumb and your middle finger touch at the top, doesn't matter. Take your hands behind you. And maybe you clasp your hands at the bottom. Maybe you grab your elbows. If you fall out, it's okay, get back in. Grab your elbows, bring it back up. Let's sway our tree. Sway our tree. Beautiful. Stay still. Now come on the ball of that standing foot. Not easy at all. All right, crew. Find a seating position. Why am I walking? Find a seating position. We're going to go into our toes right now. Mommy, take off your socks. Take off your shoes and socks if you have shoes and socks. Take off your shoes and socks, Joyce.
Yes.
Have a seat somewhere. Okay. I'm going to turn my camera this way so you can see a little better. All right. So.
It looks gorgeous where you are. It's so beautiful.
It is. It's nice. It's nice. So what I want us to do is we're going to work on our feet. So grab your foot, right? And take your fingers and put them in between your toes, like that.
Okay.
And circle your foot in one direction. Good. And then the other direction. And just keep it there, mommy. On mic. Do you have your socks off, mommy? I can't hear you. All righty. Now take that foot, bring it down. Down some so you can see. Then, let me if I come closer. Like, this is all about the feet. Yes, it's all about the feet today. Well, not all about the feet. We did some balancing earlier. Oh God, what did I do? Where's my camera? There we go. Why can't you see my feet? Maybe if I go this way. All right, so take your foot. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn the camera this way. It makes life so much easier for me. Okay, and take your hands and just massage the inside. Like take your two thumbs and massage the inside of your foot. Our feet needs lots of love.
This
Think
is
about
relaxing, very relaxing.
yes, yes. Because if you think about it, you're on your feet all the time. Get that arch in there. You know, someone told me they were getting surgery to get a new arch. I didn't even know they could do those sort of things.
Wow.
That's what I said. Move the foot around. Okay, let's grab the other foot. You're going to take your fingers. Take your fingers, like I said, and put them in between the toes, in between your toes. And some of those toes are kind of tight. They don't want to let anything in there.
Yeah.
And circle your foot in one direction. And then circle it in the opposite. All right, now let's massage that foot. Giving it some love, some love. How often do you touch your feet?
Hardly.
Hardly ever, right? If you're watching this, how often do you touch your feet? Now I want us to do something else. Put your feet together like a butterfly. This. And then put your feet together and massage them like that. And let's just do the shins part right now. So take your thumbs to the inside. Again, your feet are like, oh my goodness, she's giving us all this love today. So if you tuned in, Carlisa, thank you for rolling through. Mama Renee, thank you for rolling through. Miss Hattie, thank you for rolling through. I know we're missing some people, but on Saturdays, we like to come through and wrap up our week, right? We have our regular classes Monday through Friday. We start at 5:30 with a little praise and worship, a little something, something, and then we do our workouts, right? Monday, Wednesday, Friday is total body. So it's weight, strength training, body weight. Because as we get older, you know, I keep talking about that, but it's true. You know, we got to lift the weights. And then on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, that's cardio, whether you have a bike, elliptical, a treadmill, whatever. And then Saturdays, we usually do a fitness test or a crazy mad hit workout. But lately I've decided Saturdays is going to be a rejuvenation, awakening, balancing series. So last month we did it. We started with the tree pose from tree. We went to forward to a leg extension to the front, leg extension to the side, warrior three, and then half moon, and then dancers. Each week we added on, right? And last month I didn't get the balancing as well as I wanted. So I said, we're doing it again. That's why we're doing it again. Joyce and everyone else on here. Otherwise, every day this week when you're cooking, I want you to practice that tree pose. So when we come back next week, it's a little bit better. Sound like a plan?
Yes, sounds great.
Wonderful, wonderful. And if you're watching this, or if you're here and you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, please make sure you go on there and subscribe. And next week, we will be back, same time, same station, 8 a.m. Eastern. Hugs and kisses, Joyce. Nice seeing you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.